This video is a demonstration of a app that I created called RetireFIRE. FIRE, F-I-R-E, standing for Financially Independent Retire Early. And this is a movement lifestyle that's emerged over the last decade about where working professionals that are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, or even older, and they're looking to use low-cost mutual fund investments in order to achieve their retirement goals. So this was inspired by a lot of vloggers and also bloggers that are in this space talking about the FIRE movement. Now we jump into the app that I created, and it presents the user with a information page where the user would enter a key piece of information before the app makes its calculations. So first, the user would pick the primary currency that most of their investments are in. So in my case, it's all in USD. And then it asks the user at what age would they like to retire. So for myself, I would like to retire, let's say in the age of, I would like to retire in sometime in my 50s, so I'll pick 54. What is my birth date? So suppose my birth date is in January 1st, 1986. And how much is my savings? Suppose I've been able to accumulate in total, arbitrary number, about 200,000. And how much is your yearly average expenses? So how much would I think I would need to spend in a typical retirement year? Suppose that my ideal lifestyle, I'll spend about 60,000 US dollars. Once we have entered those key pieces of information, we click done, and then it brings us to the main dashboard of the app. What the main dashboard shows is two key pieces of information. First of all, the target. So what is my goal, and then what do I need to do to achieve that goal? And then the plan. So my current investment accounts and retirement accounts, how far am I in achieving my target? So underneath my target, I selected that I wanted to retire at an age of 54. So it has made the calculation that I would need to save $4,901.63 per year, and that's assuming a 9% annual rate of return, and that would cover my expenses for the year. Now, if we dig down deeper and click into target, it would give a breakdown of my retirement timeline. So the amount that I have saved per year, if it were to have a compound interest of 9% per year, how exactly would it achieve my retirement? And in a layman's terms, exactly when will my safe withdrawal amount, so the amount that I would withdraw per year after retirement, when will that exceed my yearly expenses? And that's what we see in this bar graph at the very top. And then if we want to dig down deeper into the details, we could also take a look at the table at the very bottom. And let's say if we would like to see at the age of 53, if we were to have a consistent amount per year of the $4,901 invested, and assuming a 9% rate of return per year, this is exactly when I would be able to achieve my retirement. So we would also be able to modify the values for the amount invested per year, and then also the annual rate of return per year by clicking on the edit button at the very top, and then there was a drop down menu and I clicked edit. And then we would be able to select the fields I would like to edit, and then click on modify, and then be able to enter new amounts into to modify my timeline. So let's say I would like to invest $500 in the 2 years that I selected, assuming a 15% annual rate of return. So we see how that impacts our retirement timeline, and we would still be able to achieve the retirement at the age of, exceed it at the age of 53. So it hasn't changed at all. Now, if we go to the previous screen, and then if we jump down into the second area, the second category called plan, this is where we would be able to look into how our current portfolio, investment portfolio, and how does it compare to the retirement timeline that we have set. So in this case, we have one account called example click here 401k, and it's very clear to us that we will not be able to achieve our retirement goals with just this one investment account that we have here. And then at the very bottom, we'll be able to see exactly what is the difference. So we see that there's still a difference of about $64,000 when you compare the actual safe withdrawal amount. So that's calculated from our current investment portfolio, and the target safe withdrawal amount that's calculated from our retirement timeline. Now, we could add accounts here, or we could modify our existing account. So if we click into the 401k, this would bring up the account details. And as we can see here, that from age 33 up until age 53, our targeted retirement age, we have invested $200 into this account, and this account approximately earns about an annual rate of return of 5% per year up until we retire. And we see the interest amount along with our total savings and the effect of the compound interest per year. And in this account detail page, we can also modify the account itself. So we could either delete it, we could rename it, or we could edit. So if we click on edit, this is where we would be able to modify the annual interest, annual rate of return, along with the second key piece of information, the amount invested that we would like to change. So once we have clicked on the fields we would like to change, then we can click modify and change the values. So let's say we want to modify the amount invested to 60,000 in the years that I've selected, and about a 20% rate of return in the ages that I have selected. So once we have modified it, it would reflect those changes in the account details that we see on this page. And then if we jump back to the account's overview page, you'll see how it would affect the difference between the current safe withdrawal amount and our target safe withdrawal amount. So we still see that we're a bit short. What we had modified it had affected the ages from 33 up until 43. We see that the difference is a bit smaller during those ages. So, but again, at the later ages, it's still very much, we're still very far from what we would like to achieve in order to get to retirement. Now that was a short demonstration of the capabilities of this app. So again, if you would like to play around with it a bit more, please take a look at the App Store. I will be launching it hopefully by the end of July 2019 and or August 2019, depending on how the app review process goes with Apple. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really look forward to the feedback that you guys give on how I could further improve it. Thank you.